How can something as beautiful as this...
Hello everybody, hope you're having a good day.
Welcome to Biomutant. There's no time to look back. Too busy moving on.
Okay, so where we last left off, we had to capture the last outpost. I think it was the last at least. Mine, captured. Okay. Yeah, the last one.
So much damage. How many days like this do you think the world has left? Hey, this is a chug depot. Might be able to catch a chugger here. The night's your chance to be sneaky. What a notice board! With those who moved through here, they must have had a lot to say to each other. There's a chug stop around here, no doubt about it. Choo-choo stopped here back before the fuel ran out. With enough go juice, you can still make them run. I hear at least one of them chugging about from time to time. Don't just look at the rails, and you might find traces of other things. Yeah, the future is in your hands, so take care of it. Close encounter. Mutant. And a smartphone would be. Slash and dash. There's a serenity about this spot. Not opening for you. Always good to have some wood scrap like that on hand. Netted. Better to be on top of a mount than standing behind it. You've reached the end of the line. Bet you can find Choo-Choo here. Choo-Choo knew you would make it to him one day. All you had to do was follow the steel path. The rails might be getting rusty, but eventually they all converge on him. Says the name is Choo-Choo, and he likes to ride the rails. Says you followed the rails to where you need to be, but tracks have switches in them too. The question is then, will you keep on the same track or look for a way to hit that switch? You seem like you're on the right track already. He just hopes you don't get sidetracked onto a darker path. Whichever way you go, he wants you to know that the rails never steer you wrong. Stick to them and they always bring you right to where you're meant to be. Wants to know if you've ever regretted taking one track in life instead of another. If you could go back, would you switch tracks or keep chugging along the one you're on? Likes your sureness, the way you keep at it like a chug-chug with no way to reverse. Seems like the world came out of its rut and is chugging toward higher ground again. Can't thank you enough for hitting the brakes and working to turn the world chug around. But let's not get derailed. Says he's surprised to see anyone this far out, but sometimes the wrong train does take you to the right station. As you can see, he didn't plan to make a stop here, but now that he had to, he's really happy to see you. He says his name is Choo-Choo. He's been off track since the world started dying, but he's trained his mind to stay positive regardless of the situation. Figures that's true, but they can get you close enough to most things for most reasons. You can stumble along from there. Says you should enjoy the day. Happy you went down to the Subnautica station and finally met Goop. Understands completely. You need to swivel the globus's bearings. Every day is a new chance. You need to swivel the globus's bearings. You have a good eye for that stuff. Wheel the control box handles to buzz the wire. Wired up and ready to go. Gotta protect that noggin. Should cover up your most important parts. What? Cutting edge. Hey, there's some scronky metal scrap for you. What doesn't kill you?
There we go. That'll work.
Let's see. What to do? There's some bouncy rubber scrap over there. Be careful where you grab that mount. You've discovered Fanaki leaves, the densest jungle in the land. Better get hacking.
Right between the eyes. Personal. Cut down. Well placed. Enjoy the darkness while it lasts. Who can stand against that?
Hey, there's some e-waste. You could have missed that shot from here. Slow down and take a look. Oh, wow. You're bruised.
got that.
Oh, these are creatures? Okay. But it was just like a little background thing. Didn't realize these were capturable things. Kinda cute.
The antenna needs to be pointed in the right direction. As the eye box broadcasts, it's hit or miss, but when it does hit, it's usually right in the feels.
Cofintra Bidwitchen. Cofintra Bidwitchen.
Make sure you don't walk off a cliff while you're night blind. The deep cut. Full-on key pulse. Flash the slash. Particle. Shot. You have a chance to change the future for good or bad. You're not dead yet. Sharp steel. Ironized. What a blow! Let's see. It's the Benearth outpost, right where the Pichu tribe dug it up. Probably a lot of things buried out here. Says it's time to set the outpost free. Here's the first line of defense. Careful of that puke, you imaginer. Harder than that. Better to bring it down. No more bullets from that.
Dash does not seem to be. Let's try reloading the save here. I hope that fixes it.
The leaves here never die. They're ready to enter.
Oh,
Careful of that puke, you imaginer. Got to hit it harder than that. Better to bring it down. No more bullets from that. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean... Keep going. Heads up for that oil boiler. Stay away till you take that thing out. It's safe to get near now. Oil's still boiling. Here's the second line of defense. Just jump on that candle and get it lit. Ride that sprocket. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. He says you did a great job, says... asks you to check. Worth thinking about. seem to have made a new friend. What to build? What to build? You've been eating right. Finished him off. Hey, nice shot. The scrap keeps piling up. That's a nasty moto mess there. Maybe too gross for anyone else to plunder it. Good hit. Ice and toad. Power surge. Where are the control sticks on this thing? That there is a fume foundry where toxanol processed go juice. What a relief. Carving it out. Every lock has a key. It feels like an ancient dungeon down here. Let's go gunslinging ding dong.
Oh. That's a lot of agility needed. The Underfoot outpost, right where the Pichu tribe dug it up. There's the tyrant who runs this outpost. He didn't expect his tribe to lose, as they're the ones that are ruthless. But now that you're working with their rival, he can see why. There's no way he'll surrender just because of threats.
Ein Autsch alla George.
He can recognize the strength of a good argument and agrees it's for the best. He'll surrender the outpost to you. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. He says you did a great job capturing the outpost. Says you're in good company there.
Alright, so one more outpost, and then we'll capture the place, and then we can continue moving this forward.
Kumar.
The vendor says,
Mashwatad.
well spent. Let's see. The warmth just shoots right through you. Bullseye. Farewell, fool. When a story comes to you, pay attention. Let's see. Now that's a flesh wound.
Thanks for the help.
Says they've been... The scouts... Get in there and ruin that filter. Ouch! Want to fall back. Any sun is way better than none. Chop it up. Mental life. got it. Nothing but greasy goo in their pipes now. Looks like the outpost found out about the bad water the hard way. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Thinks you did a great job capturing the rival's third outpost and believes that they all hope you...
Transport.
Watch out for you. There are tough times ahead, no matter where you go. Finding things both here and there. Slice and dice. Zapped. Itchy trigger finger. The best stories are about heroes. This is such a story. Let's see. They've been waiting for you. Taking control of this fort will bring peace between... You better be. A tribe's... They've managed to roll a bang ball against the fort, and the plan is to detonate it. However, you need an inextinguishable torch.
Hello?
Indeed. The world is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. It's time to set the rival tribe free.
Get him one thing.
The megamuck in that cage looks like... Just get out of the megamuck's way. Feels like a monster's lair down here. Stand against that. A punch crunch. It's the comeback kidling. overflow. The wire claw looks like it's strong enough to pull down a gate, but you just need to aim straight, shoot and pull, and the gate will come down. The Pishu tribe supports natural evolution on the dogma that only the strong survive. They want to help evolution on its way by conquering the tribes, as they're all too weak in their convictions. Anybody home? He didn't expect it would go down this way. It'll be hard to talk your way out of a fight. He's not sure if you're likable enough to just give up the fort without a fight. He realizes a peaceful end would be best. He'll entrust the fort to you. The rival Sifu is defeated, and the destiny of their tribe is in your hands. You are free to choose their fate, but not free from the He'll leave it up. Thinks it's a good gesture to offer support to others when you can... And with that, you're side by side they'll stand until order and stability is reinstituted. They've achieved a great thing for the tribe and the land by winning the war. The other tribes will see your side of things with time. Uniting the tribes was a big step on the way, but saving the Tree of Life is crucial if you want to make everyone know the bright side of life again. When you first met, the world was divided and filled with fear. But you've come a long way on your path towards a world ruled by truth and justice. He says it'll take some time for the tribes to come together as one, even if the tribe war has ended. Saving the Tree of Life will be a task you have to tackle on your own. You know better than anyone that the fate of the world is still at stake. You need a world where everyone is guided only by their conscience. The fate of the world depends on the triumph of good. The Tree of Life still stands, and it's up to you to make sure it does so all the way to the end. It's the Pichu Nanchuk. Hard to believe this is all here.
Yuba Duluwawa.
Out of Date says there'll be consequences of the war, but there are more pressing matters at hand.
Koyetu Koweboy.
The last World Eater has been left undisturbed with the tree while you focused on the war.
Kuchai. Hivar Befarb.
He thought someone with your light perspective and key would have had different priorities and faced the World Eaters before resolving the tribe war.
Oloi Bobo Paweg.
Regardless, Out of Date is grateful the tribe war is over.
Loma Utulu. Ba Yungo.
Out of Date understands the road has been rough, but you already know what's left to end this journey, and it'll be tough.
Ya. Sawata Mua.
You're the only one that's strong enough to face the last World Eater.
Mopu Far Kobi.
The future depends on someone with a light perspective to give the world a chance to survive.
To Wabu.
Only time will tell what the future holds, and if it will bring a lasting peace for those that make it to the end.
Wumbobo Duboko.
Out of Date says the word about what you've done so far is spreading. The tribes haven't lost hope yet.
To Wabu.
He appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's had urgent news from his friend Wiz in the northwest.
Kobwa Yaka.
He's unsure about your intentions, but hopes you'll support Wiz.
Mpa. Wherefore. Where?
He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Wiz and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date's hunch is real. The Merc Puff is up next.
Koibe. Okorfabe.
Out of Date says that Wiz is worried now that the Northwest World Eater is stepping up its activity.
Beboko Kontabe.
He explains that Wiz is working on an undersurf vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done.
Auketo Tul Atu Yamanao.
Out of Date suggests that you should head northwest as fast as possible and see what you can do to help.
Alu Utulua.
He's happy to help.
Ya.
Keep on tracking down here and things will look up eventually.
The Surge Surf Factory. Keep your eye out for Wiz while you're here. Sound seems to travel farther at night.
What the heck?
Look at the notices on that board. No one paid much attention to them, it looks like. Wiz should be around here somewhere, probably taking care of his guppos. A surge surf factory was one of the cleaner ways to make power, until the surf turned into goo and clogged it all up, that is. The power comes from turning the movement of the surf into surge sparks. Sometimes science is beyond belief. There are sure to be more tracks around here, maybe by the shore. Wuz
The heck?
isn't
That's
easy
so
on the
long over
tongue,
here.
but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Wiz. You might remember him from the old days when he let you try his octopod? Wiz remembers you were such a cheery kid, and he's glad to see that light hasn't faded from you, despite the years. But Wiz understands it was a long time ago, and memories get murkier the deeper you go. But says it helps to have friends with you to plumb those depths. They've been here for you since you were a kidling, but when you left, you also chose to distance yourself from everyone that cared for you. Wiz says our memory keeps things for us, preserves them until we are ready to face them again. He knows you've returned to face Lupa Lupin, and that confrontation is as inevitable as the tides. He's not surprised that the loss of your family could plunge you into the depths forever, but you've always been able to rise like a bubble to the surface, no matter what. He knows that though the tides of history may push you in, he feels you've deserved revenge because of how you were wronged. You've suffered enough to make him pay. Asks if you ever think about freedom and whether any of us really has it. Did you make the decisions that brought you here, or are you just a pawn of fate? Glad to hear that. He only wishes he was that sure about himself. Amazed the world is going to continue on, but happy to hear it. Still so many things to invent. Impressed that you fought so hard to keep the world spinning. Thinks you were smart to join with the Myriad. They have a rainbow of ways to approach any problem. Says they're unified in the ways that matter. But that's not nearly as important as this. Wiz says that you should let the past dwell in the depths, but there's something else down there too, gnawing at the Tree of Life. He's named it the Merc Puff. This is why he's tinker-tonkering with the octopod. But the lid got stuck, so he needs a big enough tug twister to open it up and let you a-goin'. He can't leave the surge station, so you must help him find a tug twister. There's a wound-up mecha fingro in the mecha stadium that still has one stuck on its back. Find it, and you'll find the tug twister. Getting that tool will help turn around the situation for sure. It'll definitely help him unshut the hatch. This is an epic already. How it ends, is up to you. Ah, that wood scrap seems like it would be perfect for your plans. Blow. Bullets everywhere. Impressed you found that, despite all the goo. This place has held power for a long time. In many ways, it still does. That would require cleaning up all the goo. Glad you found that track. There's a lot to learn about this world, both here and beyond. A moon could make this a hunter's night. That's hard to come by.
should have brought gloshes for sloshes.
What a bruiser! Irradiated. Chop, chop.
easy to lose your way if you can't see landmarks. Right in the face. Itchy trigger things. It always feels like it's about to rain. Don't want to point a finger, but the Mecha Stadium is near here. Nothing simple. It... much harder to see out. You need to loosen the bolts without unsettling it. That's it. The tug twister's loose. Let's hope it turned the grabbing hand into a helping hand, too. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Don't flinch away from this. He believed the tug twister would do the trick, but now realizes brute force won't do the trick. You need something slick. He agrees that it's an option if you want to break stuff, but in this case you want to keep things intact, so it won't leak once you get undersurf. He says the lid should open if you sprinkle grease it. Problem is, he's all out. He knows his old friend Choo Choo always keeps his grease sprinklers well filled. He should have an extra that you can borrow. He stresses that you should come back as soon as you've retrieved the grease sprinkler. The Merc Puff is crunching bark by the minute. It's big enough to make waves beneath the surface, and that's a challenge in itself. But it also has a hard shell, so you need to target its head.
Sounds like it's a turtle. Interesting.
He's convinced the tracks are like the paths are. This time, though, he was sidetracked and needs an. Wing nuts are easy to find, as they're fitted on any in-front chugga-chugga out there. The challenge is taking them off, so he's happy you're here to do it for him. Says he knew you would, like he...
There's not much left of what we used to call our world. Nice. Metal scrap. You can always use that. Right where it cuts. The deep cut. Super effective. Chop it up. That's going to do. Wonder what you can find down here. Close encounter. You cleared. Great shot.
Easy.
Choo Choo says he knew you'd come through. If someone makes a stop at your station, it's for a good reason. But he understands no one gets their tracks greased for free. He'd be happy to part with his spare grease sprinkler, as he believes it's a great fit for any of your business that needs to be unstuck. He keeps it safe in a box on the handcart, in case of emergency. It's on the cart. He wants to keep it close by. In general, you won't have much time to act in case of an emergency. Choo Choo says you should help yourself to the grease sprinkler. It's a versatile tool from the bygone, a last of its kind, so don't let it go to waste. He's convinced you'll put it to good use, as there are lots of stuckies out there that need greasing to open. Seems glad you think so. You're on the right rail. Choo Choo says he can't wait to get out of this place. Sit. You shouldn't worry about smashing up the box. Choo Choo has no use for it now.
Why?
Choo Choo says he feels strongly about helping his next, just like you did for him.
Why?
He's convinced there was a bigger reason you met. Sometimes the wrong train will take you to the right place. He believes you've got what it takes to make a difference. He's witnessed it himself. Says he can't see the end of your rails, but if you grease them up good, he hopes you'll enjoy an easier ride. Choo Choo's thrilled you found the Ark. Just imagine how much faster than a chug that thing must be. Needs no rails, no roads, nothing but air. The world's on the mend, so no need to leave it. But just think of all the places the Ark could take you. Says he's happy to see the Ark in your hands. Knows you'll go great places with it and do some good. Wonders who you might call aboard the Ark with you.
So, what we have here is an opportunity.
Why? You don't need anyone else but yourself and me, of course.
If you want.
But you know...
After spending a life on the rails, he's eager to ride the skies with you. Just let him pack his rollerboard and he'll roll aboard. Choo Choo says he's ready to pack up and leave. Says talking to you...
The lamp salesman, a farmer, a guy who runs trains.
Don't worry too much about how dangerous it can be here. Wiz says that there's no plan to confront the Merkpuff until the octopod is properly armed. He's happy to tell you that the cannon he's been working on now just needs ammunition. He says his old friend Boom makes all things that go bang. There's a rumor that some of Boom's pyro sticks shot off and are out there roaming free. You should keep an eye on the horizon for pyros. If you're fast, you have a shot at catching some of them before... It's like a bomb on a stick that... That's a bang plant, where Toxanol used to make all sorts of splody things before it blew up in their faces. Energy on top. Night gives you relief from the day. That looks like an unbanged pyro stick on the loose. Better catch it before it goes off. The pyro sticks will cause a bang, but targeting is on you. At least now you have a chance to hurt the Merc Puff where it counts. He hopes so, as there's no Plan B, or more correctly, Plan C. Out of Date has named this Plan B. Plan A was to take on the World Eaters by foot, or flaps in this case. Turns out swimming down there was a bad idea. Wiz has been working on another cannon, but instead of pyro sticks, it squirts guppos, scaly distractions for anyone with an appetite disorder, and irresistible for the Merc Puff in particular. Seems the best way to find guppos is go talk to Gil. He has a natural sonar and knows where the guppos sub the surf. This means you'll have to go visit Gil at Burblebottom. Find Gil and he'll be able to tell you where to find the guppos. Tells you it's a sort of fish that's able to reproduce really fast, which is a real advantage when you're going for infinite ammunition. Better get moving before the day passes you by. Could be a monster napping here at any time of day. Listen to the creatures of the night. Give a key a shot. That'll hurt. A bric-a-brac that's still standing. Now, that's a find. Oh, there's some plasty-plas up ahead. This is Biomutant, residents of Gil.
I'm gonna do this on his lawn first and then we'll talk to him.
Let's see. Every leaf is worth your attention. Happy to finally get to meet you. He's seen a lot of things wash up on his miniature shore, but nothing as exciting as you. Claims to have been born swimming, but he must flap-flop clear of it during these dark days. It must have been upstream only to get to this point in your histo-future. But which way are you going now? With the flow or against? It's crazy hard to flipper against the surf, but you can't save the world if you let it sweep you away. Either way, it's a shame the surf has gotten so nasty. Thinks life is like trying to ride a wave. You need to pick the right one, but you don't really know which one that is until you're on top of it. Better to ride a wave than let the perfect one pass you by. Seems to him that there's always another wave coming along. Can't imagine how wonderful it's going to be to surf on gooless goo. The world is going to live. Can't thank you enough for fighting against the goo. Happy you ride alongside the myriad. They bring a real shine to everything they work with. Says they shine so bright. But none of that's nearly as important as enjoying the day, right? He never drank from this pond because of the disgusting things done there. Even the fish stopped drinking here after the pollution made the surf mucked and the air blocked his gills. He figures the Tree of Life isn't drinking either. Or, well, that's not true. He said it does drink, as it has no other choice. It's a tree, but it's forced to drink poison. Claims the surf is poison now. Anything that drinks it becomes poison too, including the Tree of Life. His friend Wiz needs guppos for one reason or another, and Gil is ready to point you in the right direction. But here, you're only going to find dead ones. He's pretty sure Wiz wants them alive. Well, at least the ones that aren't already rotting. If you head in the right direction, you'll find a clean enough bit of surf to snag yourself some guppos. Then you can get them to whiz for whatever he has in mind. Figures he's always been a... Sure useful. Found some e-waste. Worthwhile. The leaf roof almost blocks out the sky. This is Guppy Grotto.
Alright, I will be ending the stream here. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm gonna save up here, and then feel free to follow, and I will be continuing this game very soon. Have a good day, everyone.